How do you look at this incident? I mean, first of all, the hotel refused to retreat these books. Secondly, it went further and says, we will not do that. Basically, we like the publicity that we're getting from this incident. How do you look at it?
Yeah, I think this is crazy behavior conducted by this kind of the Japanese right-winger, actually. These APAC hotels, actually, we know that this is just a normal business, in the economy of Japan. And it's just, for the businessman, it should have to do the business in a neutral way to manage the society, economy or development of nation. But unfortunately, this kind of the special businessman owners this kind of the APAC the hotel, but take the side in the political special opinion. We know that in Japan at the moment, there's the right wings or the normal wings in the society, but the right wing is a very strong voice, try to distort the history, in fact, in the past. And this kind of the businessmen want to use this kind of the platform, so-called the hotel, to propaganda its political opinion. And this kind of opinion is already totally wrong historical perception to see the history in the past. So I think that this kind of behavior is, is some kind of vicious behavior, try to jeopardize the normal society between China and Japan.
Over the past few years, have we seen a rise of this kind of rightist attitude, or a steady or even diminishing of this trend? What is your observation, and why do you think are the reason behind it?
At the moment, in Japan society or in the regional society at the moment, there's some kind of special phenomenon. In the Japanese society, we know that at the moment, because of the rise of China, so make some Japanese right-wingers would like to try to enhance its assertive attitude to see China as a competitor to Japan, and they want to keep Japan as so-called leader over the East Asia, and keep its political so-called legitimate position to support its special position in Japan. And the Japanese, some kind of political right wing, would like to change the Japanese constitution regarding the Article 9, or want to make Japan become so-called normal state, to have their so-called defense military, or even use military behavior over Japan to to manage the military affairs in the society. So make Japan at the moment become very strange, towards some kind of extremist, position.
So you are predicting that in the near future, this is not going away. This is actually going to be a more acute trend, especially given the new president of the United States. We see the Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe very eager to force a stronger alliance with the United States.
Yes, my point is that not only inside of Japanese society, but also international society, in particular in Asia Pacific, because of the United States regarding the rebalance toward Asia, or Obama's administration, so-called, try to to enhance Americans' military presence in West Pacific and enhance its allies like Japan or some other allies and strategic partners to build a coalition against the East Asia continent like China. So this kind of international phenomena make domestic politics inside of Japan more assertive, and have the backup from other side of the Pacific towards Japanese so-called right-wing politicians to achieve its political goal.
What can the Chinese government or the Chinese public do in this regard to remind the Japanese government and people like the owner of the Upper Hotel, history is history, whether you deny it or not, it is what you have actually done?
Yes, China already makes very clear its position in the past or even at the moment to criticize Japanese political right wing's opinion, right? And we know that just APAC hotels have some kind of statement, so-called statement in a press conference, try to stick to its position. And Chinese spokesman in foreign ministries already make clear points that, history is already very clear in the past, that Japan already take the criminals' behavior, to conquer, to aggress in other countries in Asia. And this is the it is standard, common standard in international society. Not only after the World War II, the International Court of Tokyo's trial, but also after that, many countries already have very clear to set the standard on the norms to criticize Japanese in history.
Yeah.
So at the moment, Chinese government still not only stick to our morality and our right or justice in history, but also we try to criticize Japanese behaviors in the public, so that make not only Japanese society but also regional society in Asia to aware that this kind of the right-wing, wrong perception of history is not very good. So we should alarm us, to take care about this kind of behavior.
You talked about the response from the Chinese Foreign Ministry. Let's take a listen of this soundbite from the spokesperson Hua Chunying.
I would like to reiterate that forgetting history means the betrayal of history, and denying crimes means the possibility of recommitting them. A small group of Japanese are eager to erase their forebears' crimes and militant past, which has sparked outrage among Chinese people. The Japanese government should not shed their responsibility using freedom of speech as an excuse. They should not mislead their people. We urge Japan to realize the seriousness of the issue, be responsible, and handle the problem cautiously and properly, avoiding new disturbances in China-Japan ties.
How do you think China's response or China's reaction has been effective? I mean, we tried warning, we were protesting, we were sending out all kinds of messages via the spokesperson, and most recently from the National Tourism Administration. Actually, China has decided that we're going to boycott the Apa Hotel. But have our measures been effective in your eyes? What else can we do?
Yes, I don't think that's the fight between us in political way is just only the goal for us. Eventually, we should have to make the historical justice and historical right to be a standard for all of us in the region. This is near future, but in the long run, I would say that Japan and China, we are still a member of East Asia. We're already integrated with each other economically and even societally. So many tourists in Japan, and also Japanese also the economic presence in China.
Sure.
So in the long run, we try to make the Japanese side aware that they already have their totally wrong in history, and we still on the one hand remember the history in a criminal behavior and get a lesson from history, and we look for the future that we enhance our mutual cooperation with each other. But we should base upon the common sense, common ground regarding history.
Thank you very much, Professor Su Hao from China Foreign Affairs University, for joining us.